Good afternoon, good evening, or possibly grand rising if you're a little sleepyhead today. Today is Sunday and you are very blessed to be in your bed if you are. Oh, hold on. Right. Yeah, I don't have my headphones in with me, but I don't think I've got any audio to listen to. But if anybody is around at the moment, let me know with a little 5 that you can see me and hear me. I'm going to stick my disclaimer back up on the screen, just to let YouTube know and everybody know this video is created for educational commentary and critical discussion purposes. Just had to get that out of the way, guys. Had to get that out the way. Now, obviously, I don't usually do things like this, as in I don't usually do deep dives. I don't... Oh, hold on, let's see. It's not an oracle card reading. Let me shut her down. Cancel. There we go. Right. So yeah, if you can... Kira, thank you for being here. I see that you were gifted the membership. Oh, thanks, MK. Thanks, James. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, I just thought this is not a hate. This is not like like I'm not wanting everybody to think that Deepak Chopra is a paedophile or anything like that. That is not what I am saying. Okay, this is literally. Deepak is a little small part of this video, if you get me. This is about discernment, okay? But obviously we need to kickstart with who Deepak Chopra is. We're going to cover what his history is, what he's done, who he's kind of surrounded by, what his message is, past controversial things. I did find something on Twitter today that I will cover. It hasn't been reported to the police. It hasn't been in the media as such. It was just a tweet from somebody who said they'd had a negative experience with him. So I think we need to cover that. Please use a keyframe. I don't know what a keyframe is. What is a keyframe? Yeah, I've got new emojis, Kira. I hope they're okay for you. I've left a couple of only canned ones up. Yes, I'm going to basically cover that. I'm also wanting to cover what quantum healing is, because some people won't know what quantum healing is. What is actually documented in the Epstein emails as such, and show you them, the allegations of social media and the responsible discernment, basically, and then I'm going to close it all with a little bit of a mature spiritual discussion, and we're going to cover a couple of other spiritual people. This is not just all about Deepak. This is literally about you learning how to discern from people who claim to be spiritual leaders, the red flags to watch for, how you can discern and how you can. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for being here, hon. Please all hit a thumbs up and share to anybody. Now, I know this is all over YouTube. You know, this is not usually what I do. I don't do deep dives as such. But I really thought we need to actually go through this, and what better community to share it with than you guys. You know, we all look for spiritual leaders, especially people that are just awakening on their journey, and it is really hard to discern who to trust, what to trust. I'm very eclectic. I like a little bit of what everybody says, but I like the old schoolers. I like Dolores Cannon, Alan Watts. I kind of fell out of spiritual adornment, shall we say, with Gabor. Now, I don't know if it's Matty or Mate, but yeah, when he made a comment about people that were taking the dangerous injection, know what I'm saying? That they, what was it he said again? That they were, it wasn't narcissist, it was like messed up in the head, basically. Literally messed up in the head. And we're also going to have a little look to see what Deepak has says since the files came out. And this is to my head in my hands. ADHD out my head today, so I've got myself a little can of trip. This is no way, I am no way endorsed with this stuff, but I need some CBD in my life, you know. So yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to cover a couple of other people like Teal Swan and stuff as well. I'm not going to go deep into them. It's just, it's all the same. It's all the same. And like I said before, this is not me like calling him a paedophile or anything like that. Like that, no, like that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. Right. So anyway, welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you very much for being here. And before we go anywhere, we're going to just slow down our nervous system. Okay, feet on the floor, breathing through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Today's live stream is not about tearing anybody down. It's about something much more important, and that is discernment. Something that I do go on a lot of my streams. In the spiritual world, we often talk about light, but real light doesn't avoid shadows, okay? We're all balanced. We're all that yin-yang. It illuminates it calmly, honestly, and I think I'm going to sneeze, excuse me, without drama. Now, a sneeze is a surprise or a fight, so come ahead, Epstein files. So yeah, today we're going to look at one of the most influential spiritual teachers of the modern era, Deepak Chopra. His history, his work, his impact, the recent Epstein email revelations, and what all of this teaches us about power, projection, and spiritual authority. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to help you think clearly, okay? So I'm going to quickly jump into L chat and see which one of you beautiful souls are here. Right, I'm going to take that poll away because it's annoying me. It's annoying me. Yeah, I'm definitely going to sneeze. I may have to do my usual and run away and blow my nose. Like, why does it always happen when I'm on stream? So yes, I'm intrigued to see who was it in the poll that says they've outgrown a spiritual leader. Let me know in the comments who it was, and a brief wee explanation about what happened, because we've all been there. I was absolutely gutted when that Gabor, I'm going to call him Matty, said that about people that were taking the thing, the COVID thing. So, right, Kira, you are here. Who got the memberships? I just blasted them because I knew I was running late. Teresa, Colvin, Different Soul, Austin Fisher, The Good Woman, Nice, and Becky, USA. And thank God I see that you can see me and hear me. Thank God. Right, so never had one, 71%, 7 votes. So most of you have never had a spiritual advisor or leader. I mean, I'm the same. I just like to watch videos like Dolores Cannon and Alan Watts and stuff, and like pick up stuff, and even just general chats with like people in the community, on phone, friends, family. Pick up more from that. But thank you. Oh, Frankleberry, Pigeon Pie. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I'm dragging my feet. I'm just doing it in my usual flow. Right, I'm going to actually really have to go and blow my nose because it's tickling so bad. I wonder if I'm allergic to this blood orange strip. Imagine. Hold on me. Too funny. The tickle's still there, but we'll deal with it. The tickle's still there. I'm sure I'll mute before I sneeze. Mute before I sneeze. Hi Jamesy, thanks for being here, my love. You're a wee amazing man. Thank you for being here. Right, so I wanted to just literally share you what I found, what I wanted to chat to you about, and I just wanted to start with facts, not opinions, okay? So Deepak Chopra, in fact, I'll get his wee wiki page up, boy. Will I get his wee wiki page up? Yes. Get his wiki page up. And I'll put all the links that I use in the description box after I have used them, and I'm on the wrong page. There we go, I've got his wiki. Wiki. Right, and then we can go through it together and show the emails. And I really want to know what you guys think, because I'm not, as I say, I'm not saying that he's a paedophile. I just think he's made some very, very, very inappropriate comments. There was nothing too bad, but I do think that their meetings are a wee bit more deeper and darker than just a general lunch and breakfast and, you know, stuff like that. So I am going to go and share this on screen, she says. Share this on screen? Sorry, I've literally been up since 5:15. No, it's 5:15 when my cat decided to tip over a 150-year-old great granny's crystal bowl, and it's all smashed. And it was great fun. Great fun. Right, Zoe, put it on the screen. Oh, I should have all this set up, guys. Window capture. Here we go. Like, I should really have all this done, but as I say, let's get these two off the screen at the moment, will we? No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, right. So, just going to literally go through who he is. Chopra was born in New Delhi, a British India, to Punjab Hindu parents, Krishnan La Chopra and Pushpa Chopra. His paternal grandfather was a sergeant in the British... Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. In the British Army. Indian Army. His father was a prominent cardiologist. Now remember, he'd started in the medical. So anyway, I'm going to read that anyways. It was a prominent cardiologist, head of the Department of Medicine and Cardiology at New Delhi's Mulkand Kyariati Ram Hospital for over 25 years, and I've butchered that, and was also a lieutenant in the British Army, serving as an army doctor at the front of Burma. Now, for other people that go down rabbit holes, remember there's always like military dads attached to people that are in the front, like Jim Morrison, and a lot of famous people have got military people as parents. Confirm in the comments if you know what I'm saying. So his dad was an army doctor at the front of Burma and acting as a medical advisor to Lord Mountbatten, Viceroy of India, as of 2014. Mountbatten, just saying. As of 2014, Chopra's younger brother Sanjeev Chopra was a professional of medicine at Harvard Medical School and on staff at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Yeah, that's my little Onyx, Kira. She's like my little, it's like my little, what do you call them? Good luck charm. That's it. So, Chopra studied at St. Columba's School in New Delhi and graduated from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, in 1969. He spent his first months as a doctor working in rural India, including he writes 6 months in a village where the lights went out whenever it rained. It was during his early career that he was drawn to study endocrinology, particularly neuroendocrinology, to find a biological basis for the influence of thoughts and emotions. See, thoughts and emotions, consciousness thing is already starting. He married in India in 1970 before emigrating with his wife to the United States that same year. The Indian government had banned its doctors from sitting for the exam needed to practice in the United States. Consequently, Chopra had to travel to Sri Lanka to take it, and after passing, he arrived in the United States to take up a clinical internship at Muhlenberg Hospital at Plainfield, New Jersey, where doctors from overseas were being recruited to replace those serving in Vietnam. So between 1971, he completed residencies in internal medicine and the Leahy Clinic in Burlington, Massachusetts, the VA Medical Center, St. Elizabeth's Medical Center, and Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston. He earned his license to practice medicine in the state of Massachusetts in 1973, becoming board certified in internal medicine, specializing in endocrinology. So, he's taught at the medical schools. So this guy, Maharishi Mahesh, the yogi, was an influence on Chopra in the 1980s. Chopra taught at the medical schools. While visiting New Delhi in 1981, he met the Ayurvedic physician Brihaspati Dev Triguna, and I'm sorry for butchering that, head of the Indian Council for Ayurvedic Medicine, whose advice prompted him to begin investigating Ayurvedic practices. Chopra was drinking black coffee by the hour and smoking at least a pack of cigarettes a day. He took up transcendental meditation to help him stop, and as of 2006, he continued to meditate for 2 hours every morning and half an hour in the evening. Really? Bet it, doesn't he? Chopra's involvement with TM led to a meeting in 1985 with the leader of the TM movement, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who asked him to establish an Ayurvedic health centre. He left his position at the NEMH, and Chopra said that one of the reasons he left was the disenchantment at having to prescribe too many drugs. So when all you do is prescribe medication, you start to feel like a legalised drug pusher. That doesn't mean that all prescriptions are useless, but it is true that 80% of all drugs prescribed today are of optional or marginal benefit. And that's why I liked him, because oh, do you miss the old ones, Kira? I'll bring them back for you, honey. I'll bring them back for you. Was it the Puff Puff Pass ones a bit? Let me see. I can't remember what ones I changed, actually. Yeah, I'll bring them back for you. Right, so then he became the founding president of the American Association of Ayurvedic Medicine. So this is him starting to really get a name for himself as such. One of the founders of the Maharishi Ayurveda Products International and the medical director of the Maharishi Ayurveda Health Centre in Lancaster, Massachusetts. The centre charged between $2,850 and $3,590 per week. And that was back then. That was like, what, 1989? Anyway. So, yeah, they charge that per week for the Ayurvedic cleansing rituals such as massages, enemas, and oil baths. And TM lessons cost an additional $1,000. And that was the transcendental meditation. Celebrity patients included Elizabeth Taylor. Chopra also became one of the TM movement spokespeople, and in 1989, the Maharishi awarded him with the title the Dhanvantari of Heaven and Earth. So that's the Hindu physician to the gods. That year, Chopra's Quantum Healing, Exploring the Frontiers of Mind, Body and Medicine was published. That was his first book. And if we have a look at his books, like, this guy's got a lot of books. He's got like over 80 books. I mean, there's only so much you can really write about, but this one stuck out to me as well. This must have been one of his recent ones with the AI. And that's another wee red flag for me, because I'm like a spiritual person with AI. Mate, I struggle to put my laptop on because I'm so in touch with nature that I see the internet and like devices as like the opposite of nature. But then I need to have that balance in my life, so I try and work a little bit and do streams and stuff. So yeah, it kind of throws me when I see a spiritual person like right body, as they say in Scotland, with the AI. So yeah, as I say, this guy got loads and loads and loads of books. This is his website, which is deepakchopra.com. Living in the Light. I mean, I would read these books. Of course I would read these books, but they're literally saying the same stuff in every single one. And all the answers that you seek are inside. And if he's not answered it in over 80 books, then what I will say is there is quite a lot of free stuff on his website, which I quite like. He gives a lot of free classes. There's also courses that are like crazy prices. I think this is like $7,500. You can get like awakening courses, let's say. And this is somebody who preaches like not being materialistic. So for just $795. So it's just advanced meditations. Yeah, for 800 quid. And that's saving 305 quid. So it's usually 1,100. Oh, is it 1,111? That pisses me off. Oh, it's only 444 quid. Yeah, only. Oh, it's resonating numbers. I must book it. I must book it. So, yeah, so some people think like that, though. That's how they know to get you. That's how they know to, like, lure you in as such. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I don't like about things like this, because I just think, like, nah, it's the vulnerable people that get stung by grifters like this. Anyway. So there we go. It gets pals. Is now charging £4,000 in 1993. He's got the Institute for Human Potential and Mind Body Medicine. He's charging £4,000 a week. That included Michael Jackson's family among his clients. So he's went straight into the upper end. You know, I wondered if he gave money to charity. That's what I meant to check earlier on. Yeah. So basically, he's huge. He's got loads of books. He's done TED Talks. Oprah Winfrey loves him. Like Deepak and Oprah. Oh, see, Deepak and Oprah are close. That was my first. Yeah, exactly. In fact, is there? I think there was one that had something like. Where is it? Right, aging. And I'm not being funny, right? He's really big on aging. And he doesn't look great, does he? He really doesn't look great. Like, he's not, you know, I don't know. He looks like he still drinks coffee and smokes 40 fags a day. So, yeah, I just wanted to give, like, yeah, that's what I want to look into MK, actually. If any user on Google, in fact, we'll have a wee look. We'll have a little look. Does Deepak Chopra donate to any charities? Oh, okay. Is that just putting UNICEF up there just because I've said charities? Oh, here we go, guys. Right. So Deepak Chopra is actively involved in philanthropy through several charities founded by Deepak Freedom Employability Academy, the largest individually funded charities in India, focusing on helping disadvantaged youths develop employability skills and break free from poverty. You can see this on the screen, eh? Yeah, right, cool. The Chopra Foundation, this foundation aims to improve health, well-being and promote world peace, offering resources and support to disadvantaged individuals and communities. Collaborations. Deepak has also been involved in initiatives like the 30 by 30 by 30 Innovation for Human Rights, which aims to deliver human rights innovations globally. Overall, his philanthropic efforts primarily focus on empowering youth. Anyway, so yeah, that was bad. Right, youth and improving health and well-being through various charitable initiatives. I didn't finish that sentence. That was bad of me. That was bad for me. So yeah, and improving health, but still the youth stuck to me. Anyway, UNICEF, does he? Why does UNICEF keep popping up? Oh, and here's the one, MK. This is fun for you, MK. As I was doing my research earlier on, obviously when I'm looking for like images and stuff like that, in fact, let me see that I'm sure I screenshotted it. I remember you were watching somebody's video and they were doing a deep dive and the Wayfair adverts kept popping up. And you were like, wow, how mad is that? That you're looking up that and it's the Wayfair. Well, that happened to me today. When I was looking up, I think it was just images. I looked up images of Teal Swan, Jay Shetty, Dalai Lama, because we're going to cover these people. Kind of mind, but anyway, so you've got like obviously adverts and everywhere, and it was bloody Wayfair, and I was like, nah. So hold on, let me see. Please tell me I screenshotted it. Please, I did. Sozo's on the ball today. So I'm going to show you exactly what was on the screen as I am screenshotting things. Right, hold on. How did I get this on the screen? Yeah, I was looking up Deepak Chopra's house because I wanted to see how big his house. Him that's all against materialism, but like is worth billions. Is it on the screen? Not right. Hold on a wee second. Let me. Oh, add as an image. Right. Hold on a wee sec. I'm being silly. I'll just add it as an image. Hold on. Don't do this to me. Right. Add as an image. Add as an image. Add as an image. Boom, boom. Sorry. I just want you to see this because I'm sure most of you in the comments will know what I'm talking about when I say Wayfair. Yeah, Wayfair. Add source. Let's just see if Zoe can find this. If I do this, then I'm learning all this by myself. So happy. Pictures, screenshots. It's not that you don't believe me, but I just think it's uncanny. Because I don't really see Wayfair advertised that much. And look, there we go. So I was looking up Deepak's house, and this is one that he sold, which is worth like 5 million. But look at the goddamn advert. It's Wayfair. Freaking Wayfair. Oh. Yeah, so that annoyed me slightly. Can you tell? Just saying. Yeah, MK, the Wayfair is a relative for sure. Jeffers brought expensive stuff. Yeah, I mean, we know about Wayfair. Wayfair. Right, take that away from the screen. So I just thought it was a bit mad that I was doing that this morning, and I was like, holy shit, that's just happened to me. Right, I'm going to put the screen back. Is she though? Is she going to do that? Or is she going to go to... That's what I need to go on the screen. And is that on the screen? Nope. Sorry. Oh, it is on the screen, right, sweet. Right, let me make this a wee bit bigger. Oh, I've got 2 on the screen now. I'll just take that one away. Okay. Yay, right. I know I should do this on studio. I'm not, but... Oh. This one, please. No, this one. I'm going to go Kenko, as they say. I don't know what that means, but everybody said it for a while and I picked it up and it never left me. Right, there we go. So yeah, charity-wise, yeah, obviously a couple of charity ones. Make that bigger on the screen. That's why it was wee Zozo. Honestly, I can tell it's Sunday, yeah. I'm just blaming Sunday for my brain not working. Right, so... Is there anything more fun than looking at expensive houses? I'm so glad people are finally public. Right, Kath. Like, if anybody wants to go and read my blog on www.synchronizedsouls.com, like, I've known about all this shit for like 10 years, as most of you in the comments have, probably even longer than me. But to carry this for 10 years, and then Are you seeing this on the screen? I hope so. This is his old house. I was trying to find his current house. We'll have a wee dig at his house. This is his old house. Oh, can we make this bigger? Oh, yeah. So, I was looking, he's got this Enlightenment house place. And guess what it's got on the top? A dome. A dome like bloody Jeffrey's one. Oh, shit, where is it? I'll find it. Right, hold on. Is it maybe here? No, go back. No, it's the wellness centre. It's not this one. I'll find it. Is it this page? Yes, it's this. Right, guys, look. Listen to me, eh? Like a wee dog with a wee bone. But look on top of that bit. It's a dome. And it looks awfully like Jeffrey's dome. And I don't mean like his head, I just mean, yeah, can you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah, it's just hard, man. So when the Epstein files dropped, I was like, I'm not going in. There's nothing in there that I don't already know. But then my Virgo rising brain kicked in a week later, and I was just like literally on jmail.world for like hours. Just getting the confirmations, looking up a couple of words, like baby, cheese, pizza, witch, coven, spirituality, chakras, and that's when I stumbled over the Deepak stuff. Not that I just stumbled over it. At the same time as literally MK had messaged me saying Deepak Chopra's in the Epstein files. So I was like, right, no, we need to go and I love spy. And not on the alcohol on this, not sponsored in any way. But if you would like to sponsor me trip, I would be a great ambassador. Anyway. This is just a light-hearted, mate. I'm just having a banter. A dome! Exactly! Like, who else's dome? Yeah, oh god, I've got about 40 pages open with houses. So yeah, that was me searching his house. So I actually looked for Deepak Chopra's house 2026. I don't even know why I'm using a search engine. I've got so many bloody tabs open. And all it would show me is his old one, and then this new wellness architecture finds a new home in Deepak Chopra's metaverse. So does that mean it's not real? Somebody help me out with that, because the metaverse is like, this is what, like, do you know what is right? I've got a proper, like, I have to research everything. So I do all this at home. Like, I'll just sit and click and look and click and look and think, oh, what's that? And then somebody else will send me something. So I thought, well, why not just bring it to the screen? And if you guys think of something or want me to go and check something, we can all do it together. Do you know what I mean? So have you seen actually what was in the... What was in the actual emails? Right, close. Wait. Oh, right, yeah. I'm going to go and look at that in a second. So we've seen all his books. There we go. I mean, the guy's worth millions, surely. Will we check how much he's worth? Will we check how much he's worth? I love doing shit like this. Is literally what I do all day. Wait, now, hold on. Deepak Chopra. Net worth. No. Why has it got him? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Huh? Oh, he's... Okay. Who's this guy? Wealthypeeps.com. There's actually a website called wealthypeeps.com. Oh god, JK. JK, what's going on? JK. That doesn't look like JK. Is that JK? Is that JK Rowling, or am I just going... It is, isn't it? That's JK they are. Looking fresh and dewy. What are those? What are those? Right, yeah, you texted me that, James, about MK Ultra strain, and I haven't heard that. But I think that Stardog is the UK's MK Ultra strain, as in it's trying to mess with everybody's brains. So yeah, I'm assuming that's GK. And then it'll be Bohid, what's his face? Bohid Deepak. So he's the 13th richest. Wow, even more than like Dan Brown and Jeffrey Archer and John Grisham and Stephen. No, I'm going the wrong way. Right, Zoe. Chill. Right, okay, that makes more sense. But look how close he is to them. Look how close he is. I'm always wary of philanthropists as well, because I just feel that's guilt money. No, so like gangsters and that always give stuff to like charity and shit, and it's just... Where's my red flag thing? I think that was StreamYard, wasn't it? Right, so, the goddamn files. So, obviously, everybody knows that he's said... Oh? Where is it? Cute girls are real. Where is it? Come on. So, obviously, they're having a chat, and then they're just talking about, yeah, divine transcendence. Am I going the wrong way? Because I usually do this on these. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. So... Right, so I'm doing a keynote on this in Shanghai. Current reality is also virtual. Fundamental reality is formless. Jeffrey replies, does the weather have form? Do your liver cells? And BSP, they like you having an organising principle, each particle aware of its surroundings. Does what you refer to take action? Yes, of course. It's an action agent. What? Does it? No. Is a cell aware? Does it have emotion? Does it perform actions? Did you find me a cute Israeli? Did you find me a cute Israeli? I know I'm missing bits because these links are just chopping up the page. Cells are human constructs, no such thing. Universe is human construct, no such thing. Cute girls are aware when they make noises. Thank God. And then he says, God is a construct. Cute girls are real. And then Jeffrey replies, so when the girl says, oh my God, that's divine transcendence, yes. So, not saying he's paedophile, he's not said anything about like children or anything, but for a man of his age to be talking to a already convicted and well-known paedophile, he shouldn't be saying cute girls. Beautiful ladies. See, if he says beautiful ladies, I would have been, you know, a man can appreciate a beautiful lady. Cute girls. Cute girls, no. But it goes a lot deeper between these two guys, and that's not what this podcast's about. If you want to go and find out what their motive is and what they're up to, that's a whole different podcast. This is about discernment. This is about you choosing not to trust every man, woman, and beast online that's praying that they've got the answer, you know? But what I will say is something was put on X. So we're going to look at his response since the Epstein files. We're going to look at his Twitter, and then we're going to look at a video, and then we're going to look at what somebody has said online. Now, obviously, this is allegations. This is just allegedly, but it is somebody saying that he was not properly behaving around her. So first, we're going to look at his tweet. I am deeply saddened by the suffering of the victims in this case, and I unequivocally condemn abuse and exploitation in all forms. Already first sentence, right? So unequivocally condemn abuse, but I'll hang around with a paedophile who abused children. And exploitation in all forms, but I'll hang around with a paedophile, a non-paedophile. Anyway, right, back to Deepak's. I want to be clear. I was never involved in, nor did I participate in any criminal or exploitative conduct. Any contact I had was limited and unrelated to abusive activity. Sorry, he's mentioned in the files 4,000 times, approximately 4,000 times, and that does include duplicates. Without the duplicates, it's like 3,564. Sorry, I should have my notes. I've got so many notes, and I did write, sorry. 3,564. Sorry, so that's just very limited contact, Deepak. Some past email exchanges have surfaced that reflect pure judgment and tone. I regret and understand how they read today, given what was publicly known at the time. Okay, so he's admitting that he knew that he was a paedophile. So he shouldn't have even been in touch with him, never mind the way that he was wording his emails. Do you get me? My focus remains on supporting unaccountability, prevention, and efforts that protect and support survivors. Okay? So he's not supporting survivors by being in touch with somebody who is a paedophile. So what we're going to look at now, somebody got him in the airport and he's with his wife. He's right. So I'm going to put on the screen just now and I won't play it yet. Hold on. Please don't play straight away. Thank you. Right. Well, I'll make it bigger. But what you'll notice in this, and I hope I didn't get a copyright, and thanks to Lionshare News for this, this was 3 days ago. This is Deepak with his wife in the airport, and I think it's one of his sons who looks awfully like Hunter Biden in some angles. It's weird. But watch how he's walking in front of his wife. He's just been like, oh, cute girls, get me an Israeli and all that, and telling Epstein to fly over to Israel with him and change your name. And, you know, as I say, this isn't about the emails. This is just about somebody who's preaching one thing and selling books over it and doing exactly the other. So we're going to quickly just look at this. Let me make sure I've got the volume on for the video. No, I didn't. Now, I'm really sorry if this blasts your ears or you might not be able to hear it. Let me know.
Mr. Chopra, sir, how are you? Sir, I've got to ask you, listen, sir, you built your entire career. You built your entire career on spirituality. What do you have to say about your actions with Epstein? Any regrets? Do you have any regrets? I said, do you have any regrets about your relationship with Epstein? What's that? You want me to decide? No, I'm asking you, sir.
Well, you give me your opinion.
Look,
you have a right to your opinion.
Look, I'm asking you, sir. When did you know the scope of Epstein's actions, sir? And why did you keep the relationship going for so long? Is there anything you could say? Mr. Chopra, anything at all? Sir, you had a relationship with him after 2008, after his conviction. Is there anything you can say about that at all, sir?
You do your own work and find out.
I am. I'm asking you. I'm coming right to you, sir.
I'm not asking.
Oh, well, I'm asking. You don't have to answer.
I'm not answering.
Sir, you said God is a construct. I know, I'm going to ask you. You don't have to answer. That's fine. God is a construct, and cute girls are real. You know, it wasn't tone, sir. It was more than tone.
So
You're entitled to your
sorry.
And I don't have an opinion. That's why I'm asking you.
Well,
I'm just asking the questions. This is an important topic. It's very important. And you could answer it right here and put it to bed, yeah? Okay, sir, let me ask you this. You had a position of trust, a position of power, and people feel let down by that. Do you have any regrets at all? Sir, let me ask you this. Do you wish you distanced yourself from him earlier, sooner? Listen, the people want to know, sir. The people want to know. The people have a right to know. The victims have a right to know, don't they?
Let's talk about fun stuff like the Patriots.
The Patriots. the
Sweet
hatred.
wife.
You know, the Seahawks are going to win. Listen, Mr. Chopra, I'm just doing my job. You know that, right?
I congratulate you. You're not doing good work.
Well, I'm told I do good work, and I'm not being aggressive. I'm not being hostile, but
That's good.
this is important topic.
It'll all come to light.
It'll all come to light. Look, is there anything that you can tell me here and now to at least start to put this to bed?
No misconduct. Okay?
There's no misconduct.
Zero.
Would you be willing to testify in front of Congress on this if they called you? Of course. Okay, under oath? Of course. Listen, sir, I'm just doing my job, you know? I don't love doing it, and I'm just, you know, I get it, I understand. All right. Good luck. And look, listen, and you're sure it's going to come out? The truth, sir? Okay. There you go.
Good call, Anke.
Mr. Chopra, answer me this. Last question. Do you wish you ended your relationship with him sooner? Hold on. I gotta move your car. Let me move the car. I'm gonna run the cart over. I got you. No worries. Go ahead. I'm just doing my job, you know.
I
Gotta
wanna
ask
win.
questions, hard questions, but
I mean, well done to him for doing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, 10 out of 10 for asking him. What do you feel? Do you feel that he could have answered this slightly better? Yes, I do. So I wanted to show you the tweet that somebody, so Deepak obviously went onto Twitter and done his little my bad, and then somebody retweeted it and said this. So this is Sevda Rubins, and this is allegedly, obviously, this is only on X. When I was 16 years old, I attended a meditation event hosted by Deepak Chopra in Europe. After the event, I lined up to ask him a question about my spiritual practice. He gave me his number and insisted to meet later that night. I was alarmed and my intuition warned me not to go, so I didn't. That was also my wake-up call. Male gurus are a construct. Smart girls are real. Now, people could be like, oh, he was probably just being nice and she just got paranoid. And, you know, I always preach about trusting your gut. This is no way evidence of any wrongdoing. This is just a woman that said, look, he just really didn't make me feel comfortable. And I believe her, you know? So it's just something that's, oh, here we go. Oh, I didn't see this bit. Some more context. At 16, I left my parental home, moved in a small attic and worked several jobs to maintain myself. I had zero stability, no adult oversight. I moved through the world, alert, almost masculine in my vigilance. I never touched substances. I remember how instinctively I marked certain men as danger. Looking back, it's remarkable I never fell into their hands. Statements which all of horseshit turn off the comments says without fuck Deepak Chopra. What? What's this? I know you are confirmed for 7 p.m. tonight. We're hoping you'll be pleased to join Jeffrey, Woody Allen, and his wife. Yeah. So this is not why I'm here, right? I'm not here to go through the emails of Deepak. Okay, that you guys can go and do it. I'm putting all the links underneath. This is on X, and it is attached to Deepak's apology. So you can go and find that out for yourself, my little peoples. Yeah. So it's not only Deepak that is a bit, what's the word? Like, bullshit. Like, it's like they're bullshitting, if you know what I mean. Right, hold on, where is it? Yeah, that's just the one that we've covered, so I can take that away. Awesome. Let's just sit and thingy over the dome house. Oh, look, there's another view of it. The dome house. So anyway, I want to talk about a couple of other spiritual leaders, because this isn't just about Deepak, like I said. And I want you to answer me this. Have you seen, heard, know about any of these people, and I'm sure you have. There's a couple of very, very, very well-known people in there. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. Let me know with a number 3 in the comments if you want me to check how many times the Dalai Lama is mentioned in the emails. I've not looked yet. That was on my list to do before my stream, but I didn't do it. So if you want me, I think he's mentioned 150 times, so I could go and do that. And James has made an amazing... I keep going to do that, Zoe. You're on your laptop. Got a touch screen there. Laptop here, Zozo. James has made an amazing comment that I think has... I think it was James. Hold on. My God, you're busy in the comments, guys. In fact, yeah, let me just jump in and say hi to everybody. Hello, Mr. Pedophile. Has anyone seen what looks like bearded Epstein? I do not think that is him, James. My gut is telling me that is not James. That is not him. That's not him. Nah. If he was moved away, he would have had the whole plastic surgery done. He's not even going to resemble Jeffrey Epstein. Trust me. Nah. My gut says no. MK saying his wife was a joke too, saying let's just talk about fun stuff. Yes, MK, I agree that Deepak's wife was out of order there. She must be absolutely mortified, or did she know? Or was she part of it? Did she like a bit jerky too? We do not know. Thanks, Occult Examiner. That's a new face. I've not seen you. Thanks for joining the stream. This is not what I usually do, but if it is content that you would like me to do more of, I'm more than happy to sit and investigate stuff with you guys. This is fun. I have never got good vibes from Chopra. See, I've obviously heard of him, but it was never somebody that I really watched videos about, because see, as soon as I see them all that big and with Oprah Winfrey, and I'm like, nah, they've sold their soul. They've sold their soul. I'm a spiritual healer as such, but never, ever, ever would I grift. I'd give away Reiki. I'd give away my energy and my light because I want to help people. Like a true healer, well, we need to eat. We need to, it's our time and stuff like that. But yeah, there's healers and there's grifters, and there's healers that did start as healers, but their ego took over, and it goes like a snowball effect. And I get it, and that's when I say that they've sold their soul as well. Let's see, MK looks real. They all owe the world to their fort. Yes, this right, Kath. It was your comment. None of these horrible people will be able to walk the streets unprotected when everything comes out. So it was upsetting me that even though we know all this stuff and it's all coming out, nobody's going to jail, nobody is going to do time, it's not going to happen, and it's really deflating. But like you say, Kath, they're never going to be able to walk the street because people will attack them. People are angry. People are shocked. I remember what I was like for 3 weeks when I found out about Pizzagate 10 years ago, and wow, if you want to read about my experience, it's on my blog on my website, www.synchronised.com. So yeah, this has all been a bit rabbit in the headlights for me. I'm not shocked at anything that I'm reading. I'm really not. And we've scratched the tiniest top of the surface. Some people have no clue. I mean, you're going into baby farms, think of Cabbage Kids years ago. If you know what I'm saying, it's history repeating itself, but in different ways. He wanted an AI an AI baby, and people to have sperm that couldn't. Oh, it's just mental. But that's all the Epstein files. That's what. So anyway, back to these little spiritual leaders, right? So we've got Teal Swan. Now, Teal Swan's never really sat with me. I just, I used to watch a couple of videos, and I liked her aesthetic approach, and but no, there's a darkness in there, right? There's a darkness in us all. The lighter you are, the darker you are, really. It's just all about shadow work and accepting your darkness, okay? And using it to your advantage as and when needed. Teal Swan was very pro-suicide, and that's why I was like, whoa. Obviously people know my history with things with suicide, especially. She was telling people to live your death. How would it be? How would it affect you? And that's feeding into suicidal ideation, and I didn't like that. And I think there was I think I wrote down her name, and she did actually take her life. And I'm sure the family, there was a lawsuit or something. I was meant to look into that too. Dalai Lama, doing things that now there you go. If that Dalai Lama video of him asking the boy to suck his tongue and what have you came out now, people would just say it's AI, it's AI, it's AI. So he kind of shot himself in the foot. Plus, the Dalai Lama was getting money from the CIA, 150 grand every year from the CIA. 150 grand from the CIA for 15 years. And he's meant to be all peace and love. And the CIA gave him money. Just saying. And Wim Hof, one of the most narcissistic men I have ever seen online. Now, yeah, of course, cold dipping's great, but you've got to build yourself up to that, and it can cause problems, and it's not for everybody. I think there's been 34 deaths linked to Wim Hof's cold water stuff that he does, basically. Yeah, I think Wim Hof has been mentioned in 34 accidental deaths because people are not preparing themselves for it, or they're going into ice lakes and can't get out. And yeah, so just be aware. Jay Shetty claiming that he lived as a monk for 3 years when it was found out that he just lived in a Buddhist retreat in the UK for 3 years. There's a big difference. There's a big difference from sitting in the hills away out in Tibet than sitting in a nice wee cosy, probably got to Tesco for his meal deals every day and then going back to the wee retreat. Come on, just be authentic. Authenticity is so goddamn rare these days, especially, I feel, in the truth and spiritual community. You've got that Shannon Blake. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I forgot about her. The girl who just literally took everybody's cultures and religions and made it her own, and then preached to everybody how she was taking magic mushrooms and that's the way. Next thing you know, she's a millionaire because everybody's buying her stuff. And she's slagging the people, she's taking the piss out of the people that have bought all her stuff by saying you're paying for this sitting in your basement. Wow, she's lost a lot of followers now. Once again, ego. The ego overtakes. And that's what you really have to have the discernment from, I would say, people. That's what you need to watch for. I'm not saying that all these are looking up to people and yes, basically, yes. So, all the claims that are circulating, online, all the online allegations, they do exist, but they are not verified by courts or major investigations. I just wanted to say that because I want to cover my back, that these claims are not backed by any court cases, they are not supported by verified investigative journalism, and they remain allegations shared online. As a healer, I refuse to do two things, and I will not silence people's discomfort, and I will not present unverified claims as fact. So, that is because both extremes do cause harm. Discernment means that we listen, we stay aware, and we do not jump to conclusions. If someone is innocent, truth protects them. If someone is not, truth still matters. Either way, truth requires patience. So this is the real teaching today. No teacher is your saviour. No author holds your authority. No spiritual leader replaces your intuition. If a teacher helps you grow, honour that. If something feels off, honour that too. Light doesn't collapse when questioned, it becomes clearer. My role is not to tell you who to trust, my role is to remind you that you already know how to trust yourself. So thank you for holding this space with maturity, compassion and courage, and let's end with a nice breath and carry discernment forward as a form of love. So, yes, thank you all for being here. Spiritual teachers are human. This live stream isn't about one man, it's all about us. Some inspire, some disappoint, some do both, but no teacher replaces your intuition. No book replaces your inner compass, and no guru owns your discernment. So true spirituality welcomes examination, it doesn't fear the light. If this conversation stirred something in you, please sit with it, question it, reflect, and remember your sovereignty is sacred. So thank you for holding this space with me. I am back tomorrow with some games, and I'm going to change it from a members only one. So we're going to have a games night tomorrow, 4:15, have some giggles, just for a wee hour or two, and then on Tuesday I'm back with the Oracle stream. So please hit the thumbs up. I just thought we'd just go on a wee tickle about what's his face? I forgot who I'm even streaming about. Deepak, yes. As I say, it's not all about him. It's just, you guys just need to trust your gut. All the answers that you seek are inside already. Just sit with yourself, sit in peace. I love you all. Thank you for being here. You're all amazing. I'm going to go and drink a cup of tea. Right, what can I do to put